Hello, MCU fans. Today we're going to do some quick prep work for Quantumania and look at the question of why Cassie Lang's age matters. And you may be saying to yourself, yeah, why does her age matter? Well, I think it's going to be a key plot point in the movie, and that Kang is going to use it to manipulate Scott to get him to do what he wants him to do. So let's dive right in and see what we can find out. Okay, so we're going to trace through all of Cassie's appearances and figure out what her age is in each case, starting with Ant-Man and going all the way up to Quantumania. So yes, her first appearance is in Ant-Man, which in the MCU timeline takes place from July to August of 2015. And in that movie, Cassie is 8. And in fact, it's her birthday. Remember, they're celebrating her birthday, and that's why she's hugging Scott there. And it's at the beginning of the movie, so her birthday is in July. And that also means that she would be born in July of 2007, just FYI. So yeah, in Ant-Man, she is 8 years old. All right, in her next appearance, it's Ant-Man and the Wasp, and this occurs from April to May of 2018 in the MCU timeline, and Cassie is age 10. Now, she's only aged up 2 years because her birthday doesn't happen until July of 2018. And that's, of course, when she'll turn 11. Now, you remember at the end of the movie that Cassie doesn't get blipped, but Hope and Hank and Janet all get blipped, and Scott gets trapped in the quantum realm. So, in Cassie's next appearance, which is Avengers Endgame, and it's the part of the movie that takes place in October 2023 in the MCU timeline, Cassie is now age 16. Scott, of course, gets out of the quantum realm and realizes that it may have felt like 5 hours to him in there, but really 5 years have gone by. He's lost 5 years of time with his daughter. Well, technically, it's not 5 years. It's a little more. This is worth pointing out. This is really interesting. So we always say the 5-year blip, right? Well, it was actually longer than that. They came back in October 2023, but everyone was blipped in May of 2018. Isn't that interesting? So technically, it was 5 years and 5 months. But that's just it. We don't really say the 5-year and 5-month blip. That just sounds weird and is too cumbersome. We round things up or down because it's just human nature. But that's an interesting point because that means anytime you hear somebody say a year in the MCU, it really could be plus or minus 5 or 6 months. So just kind of keep that in mind. So Scott's now realizing that he has lost 5 years, and 5 months with Cassie. So yeah, he feels guilty. He's lost that time with her. He wants to make up for it. And there they are in the lower right-hand corner there, spending quality time that he's missed that is just so valuable to him. All right, so then Cassie's next appearance will be Quantumania. Now, we don't know when it happens in the MCU timeline yet. I'm taking a guess of maybe February because the movie comes out in February, and then, of course, 2026 in the MCU timeline. But I've also heard that it might take place around the same time as Wakanda Forever, and I believe that happens in the end of 2025. So it could also be, October, November of 2025. But the key is it's before July of 2026 because we know Cassie is 18. Well, why do we know she's 18? Because Peyton Reed told us. So he appeared on the Nerd Bunker YouTube channel, and he said, after the events of Infinity War and Endgame, it really occurred to us that Cassie's going to be 18 in this movie. That's great. The whole theme is time and how much time he's missed, Ant-Man, and his main motivation is just, I want time with my daughter. And now he's coming into contact with the villain of this movie, Kang the Conqueror, who sort of has dominion over time. What does that mean to them? Well, what a good question. What does it mean to them? See, I think that Scott feels really guilty because he's lost that time. He would give anything to have more time with his daughter, and I think Kang knows that, and he's going to use it to tug at Scott's heartstrings. In fact, look, when Kang makes the deal with Scott, and this is in the trailer, so you can get this quote from the trailer if you go watch it again, he says, "I can get you home and give you more time if you help me. So, what's it going to be, Ant-Man?" And the key there, of course, is give you more time. He's not just going to get him home, he's going to give him more time. Of course, we'll have to see the movie to know how he's going to do that. Of course, he is Kang, the master of time, right? But I just think that's interesting. He's using it to manipulate Scott. So Cassie's age is really important, and understanding what her age was in all of her different appearances and realizing that 5-year and 5-month gap that Scott has in her life, I think Kang is going to use that against her. And I think Peyton Reed's quote is a big clue about that. So there you go. I hope this helps as you go and watch Quantumania in February of next year. But I do want to also take a moment to thank everyone for all of your support in 2022, for all the people that have watched the videos, liked them, left comments. You know I read them all and try to reply to every single one. And some of you have even invited your friends to view the channel. I just really, really thank you for your support, because YouTube always gives this annual report so you know how your channel did, and there's no way I could have done this without all of you. You're the reason these numbers are what they are. 657,000 total views, 3.6 million watch time minutes, that's just crazy, nearly 25,000 likes, and 4,456 new subscribers. And what's really incredible is this is really just in the last 8 months, because I didn't start doing Marvel content until April of this year. The channel's been around forever. But prior to April of this year, I was pretty much uploading comedy videos from college and cute videos of my son. In fact, if you haven't seen the Humpty Dumpty one there, you got to watch it. It's only 30 seconds long. It's got like 160,000 some views. I was literally in an egg costume on top of a 3-story building, could have fallen off and killed myself, all in the name of comedy. So check it out. I'll leave a link at the end. But anyway, really, this is just 8 months' time that this has happened, but it wouldn't have happened without all of your support. So I just really want to thank everyone. These videos take a long time to make. Some of them sometimes take 2 or 3 days, and I just wouldn't have the motivation to do it if not for the fact that I knew people were enjoying them. So thank you again. Keep leaving comments. Keep watching the videos. Let me know how I'm doing. I love it. And also, wishing everyone a happy and prosperous 2023. As we close out 2022 and head into 2023, I'm hoping it's a great year and that we can all continue to enjoy the ever-changing, ever-growing Marvel Cinematic Universe.